Good morning, everyone, and welcome to DoughBoy Gaming and our live stream on Sussex Farm. I'm hoping and assuming everyone can hear me that's out there now. Good morning to Chris Webb, or good evening, wherever you are. Chris Webb, Altmark Gaming, Ohio Beezer Bryce, and welcome, guys. And we're going to get straight into it. We're not going to muck about today because we did too much of that before when Eustace was here and GTX was here, so we've got to get some work done before we have any people crash the stream or crash the Discord server. So yeah, we're going to get straight into it. What we are going to do is we're going to start with some seeding. So bear with me while I put the truck away. I'll give you a bit of a rundown of what we did off camera in a few minutes. We did a little bit of work off camera, just mucking about, testing a few things out. How's the sound going? Because I've moved the microphone entirely to a different area. Problem is I've lost the little knurl converter to convert the thread, so it's only hanging on with a... it's very, very dodgy, trust me. So if the sound's okay, that's all good. I shouldn't sound so far away anymore because I'm a lot closer to the mic. Sounds good to you on the sound? Game sounds not too loud? I'll just check to make sure before we get too far in. All right. So head over here. We're just going to get these wool bales out of the way. In fact, I don't even know where I brought that because I've got a bit of super strength. So we'll just do a little bit of cheating. Why muck about with the forks when I can do this? I'm much better at doing it like this than I am with the forks. Well, except for that. But anyway, that'll do there. Alright, so we'll take this guy back because we didn't need him in the end. Right, so how are you guys going? Chris and Bryce and Altmark, you're all doing well. So it's early Saturday morning here. Chris has the next 10 days off work. You lucky bugger. I was going to say another word, but I won't say that because I am trying to keep it G-rated, so if I can't keep it G-rated myself, then I'm in some trouble. It is 0700, or just gone 0700 here in the land down under. And it's cold. It's a very cold morning. I let the dog out earlier, and winter's finally sort of come, I think, so... which will be interesting because we haven't had much of a winter as yet. We've had a very warm summer, so we'll see how we go. Alright, so we're going to take the big New Holland out with the seat up. Yeah, so Friday night there, that makes sense. I mean, it's going to be Friday night in many of the places that I associate with people from. Like so many from the US and all that sort of stuff, so... that's why we do an early morning one as well of a weekend, because that way we know all you guys from the States and Europe that have a bit more of a chance to to catch the live stream instead of watching it on rewind sort of thing. And yeah, so I'm doing the evenings local time streams as well. But they'll be sort of early-ish morning. I think about 7 a.m, 8 a.m, generally around that. Give or take a couple of hours for slight time zone variations in the States. So, yeah. Alright, so this is what we've got to seed. We've got to seed these two fields here and the one over there. I did buy them. Brummie Farmer let me know that in the last update to the map, these fields became extremely, extremely cheap. So we bought fields 9, 10, 24 and 25 because they were so cheap. And because they're so close to the farm, we figured it was make perfect sense to have it. Didn't realise you were 10 hours ahead of me. Yes, mate. Always ahead. So just remember that. I'm in the fast forward time zone. All right, so I've followed out our seeder. Now it's good that Johnny V's not here yet, because every time I've gone to do some seeding with Johnny V and Eustace Pharmer here, I've ended up doing sugar beets, and that's why I've got 5 fields of sugar beets now, which we don't really need. So I'm going to have a look. So as you can see, I've got 4 fields. Sorry, field 6, 12, 16, and 15 are all sugar beets. Field 13 we have to seed as well, so we might do that one after we've done these ones. But what should we plant? Any ideas? Let's have a look at the temperatures. So we can plant everything but soybeans and corn at the moment. So what do you reckon we should plant, guys? It's over to you. We haven't got soybeans planted. We have got potatoes. We've got some barley. We might do a field of wheat. We've got a big field of wheat over here, a big field of grass. Sunflowers. Okay, well, let's have a look. Sunflowers we can plant. Okay, let's do that. So there we go. So we'll do these 2 fields in sunflowers, and the other field over there we'll do something else. We'll come to that when we get to it. All right. Turn it on. Let's go. Whoa. Get ready to steer, duck. Might take too long to do this. This is so this is the Horsch DLC seeder. I'm going to do my very dodgy driving and seeding. And this is has been modded by Stevie. So this is the dyeable version of the Horsch DLC pack, the free DLC that came out late last year, I think it was now. And if you want that, it's available on Stevie's Facebook page, or hit me up on Discord, and I will give you the link for it. I'll give you a direct download from me, or I'll give you the link to Stevie's page. Either way, that's if you trust this duck. So yeah, this is wonderful. I use a lot of the Horsch DLC stuff now. My fertilizer spreader of choice is the Horsch. I don't use anything else for fertilizer anymore, and that's a solid fertilizer spreader. So yeah, great little bits of kit. I don't mind the 2 seeders that came with a pack too, so they get a bit of a run. Now I can tell you that the Simulation Gaming Society multiplayer server is all but complete. It is all set up. There's just a couple of mods, personalised mods I'm just sorting out. So that's basically there's a personalised mod with different logos on it for myself, Jerry, as in Grizzly Bear Sims, and Eustace Pharmer. Once I have that all finalised and sorted, I'm going to try and get those other 2 onto the server at the same time. We'll do a bit of a live stream / recording, and then we are going to open the server up, not to everyone, but we are going to open it up to special guests and all that sort of stuff. So people will get an occasional invite. So like if you're not on the VIP list, for the want of a better term, then we will certainly offer invites every now and again to 1 or 2 users to come on and join us on the multiplayer server, which I will live stream when I can, possibly. And that will be something that we may well open up during the week. We may do some multiplayer sessions. Now I know that'll be more suited for my local sort of Australian viewers and time zone compatriots like Kiwis and stuff like that. But that's just unfortunately the way it is, timing wise. I mean, of course, if you're an early riser in the States and you want to join us on the multiplayer server, that's fine too. G'day, Virtual Farmer. How are you, buddy? Sorry I couldn't stick around too long for your live stream earlier, but me being all new to this, it takes me a lot longer to set everything up. And as Bryce found out, when I did set it up, it still was saying City Skylines as the upcoming live stream and all that sort of stuff. So I do apologise. It was good. It was nice to be able to actually be up early enough to catch your live streams, because normally I'm still in Betty Buys, but now I'm committed to doing this. It gives me an excuse to get up early. So yeah, no, it was good. So if anyone hasn't catch Virtual Farmer, go check him out. Now I haven't got a link of his down below. VF, do you want to put a link into your channel, mate? In the chat? Well, you might have. No, you might not be able to. Might ask if Chris can go and search it up and then get a link for me and put it in. If not, I'll jump out and grab it. But go and check out Virtual Farmer, guys. He's another great guy, a co-YouTuber. Been doing it a lot longer than what I have, and certainly well worth the watch. So go check him out. Give a like, subscribe, all that sort of guff. Speaking of subscribing and notifications, I did put a blog out not so long ago based on some information that came from YouTube Creative Insiders, and that was how there was questions raised about how the notifications worked. Now, if you're not already aware and you haven't read my blog or you haven't seen the information from other YouTubers in relation to that specifically, what basically has been determined and what has been admitted by YouTube is when you subscribe to a channel, and so it says, well, if you subscribe to a channel, you get notifications. The way the notifications actually work is just because you subscribe to a channel does not necessarily mean you will always get notifications from that YouTuber or that YouTube channel. So effectively, what happens is they run an algorithm, and if this is taking away, don't worry about the alarm bell, we'll talk about that in a minute, but the way it works, if you only subscribe to a channel, then the notifications that go out will only be to the most active participants of that channel, basically. So for want of better terms, if you subscribe, say you subscribe to me, and you don't chat in either the videos or you don't chat in the live streams and all that sort of stuff, then while you may still possibly get an alert saying I've got a video going up or I'm live, you are probably less likely to get an alert because you're not active. Now, that then brings into line the alarm bell. Now, the alarm bell is supposed to basically mean you'll be notified for every time something comes up on the channel. That's the premise of it, and that's what everyone understands. Well, again, that's not actually necessarily the case. You will more than likely get the notification, but again, it doesn't mean you definitely will. Now, that's all well and good. I mean, if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. Now, the problem with that being is, number one, well, most people think that when they're subscribing to a channel, they're going to get that information, so the information coming out from YouTube on how that works needs to be better informed. The other thing with it is I've just lost my train of thought. No, I haven't. No, I've certainly noticed of late that I am getting far less notifications, and at the same time, the notifications that I'm getting are coming through a lot later. Well, no, Virtual Farmer, you don't. If you actually go and listen to the YouTube guys, you don't always get it. You will more than likely, but the algorithm may still not give you an alert. Now there is coming a change coming to that, so it will be always, because they've had so much of a response to it. But that was part of the problem, in the fact that even though you had an always subscribe. Yeah, well, I don't know. Has that definitely gone live yet? I know that's what they were going to add, but I haven't seen an update from Creator Insiders to say it has gone live. In which, if that's the case, that's okay, but I'm still not getting, like for instance, I didn't get yours at all. Yours didn't come up in my feed at all. But anyway, that's just one thing to keep in mind. So if you are going onto a channel and you want to subscribe to it, don't just subscribe. Make sure you hit the alarm bell so it gives you the absolute best opportunity of actually, what am I doing? Keep on pressing the alternate buttons. To give you the best opportunity of actually watching that video or that live stream, make sure you do have the alarm bell set to give you that added extra. Oh, they did change that. Okay, well there you go. See, I haven't checked that as of late. So there you go. So as Virtual Farmers just put up, so thank you, VF. They have now made the change, so now you get the options of occasional and always. So make sure you get always. See, now I may have occasional set. Occasional may be the default. And that's what I may have. So I may have to go through and just check all my subscriptions just to make sure. Alright, so what are we going to plant here? Bryce chose the sunflowers for the last 2 fields. So we've now got some sunflowers planted. We've got more than enough sugar beets. If anyone says sugar beets, I will slap them with a 5-pound cod. Potatoes we've already got. We've got some barley. We've got plenty of wheat up there. I'm thinking 13 we might do as wheat possibly. Oh, indeed, I agree with you, VF. Following on social media, that is usually the best. Or like for me, just follow in Discord. Reason being is that's where I put all the information for my channel in Discord. So, but yeah, for sure. All right. I think. Yeah. No, I know. What happened, I explained this at the start when I first started. In having Johnny V here the other day and then Eustace Pharmer and all that sort of stuff and all the carry-on that went on, I was just going around and just seeding and just chatting, and then all of a sudden realised we had 4 fields of sugar beet because we didn't end up changing the crop. So we're going to do some extensive sugar beet farming a little bit later on. So luckily we've got enough money to buy a decent sugar beet harvester. Otherwise we would have been well and truly up the creek. I'm thinking I might just do... You don't use social media anymore, so if I don't get notification or Discord, I don't know. But you're in Discord, mate, so you get to see it. So I'll always put in there when... you always get the updates in there when a video is published, and you also will always get the live stream. And then I will always put up a warning about at least half an hour prior as to when I'm live streaming. And normally, like last night, I'll put up another schedule, basically. Only other YouTube I know who calls them by the correct name. What's that? The beets. Catfishing. Oh, sugar beets. Well, actually, if you watch my streams or my videos, VF, you'll find that a lot of the times I actually call them beetroot because I'm just not used to calling them sugar beets. So I just say beetroot. I'm going to go harvest the beetroot. Anyway, all right. So what did I say we're going to do in here in the end? Can't remember. Let's just do. Let's just do canola. That'll do. All right. Now, we also did, while we're off camera, we did a bit of playing around, strange enough, in the Big M. No, duck, Big M's, grass? No, surely not. Yes, I did. So we went off and did a bit of a play around. We did a little bit of baling. Farmer Oops is in the house. Hello, Farmer Oops, and welcome. Yeah, we did go and do some mowing. We did some testing of our configuration for our baling, and we did some silage bales. So we've got a small stack of silage bales over where our grass production facility is and our storage sheds. So they're sitting over there fermenting away nicely. So yeah, we're just having a bit of a muck about. Now, there is plenty of grass on this map. Now, the unfortunate part, of course, in watching some of my episodes or live streams is you are going to see grass work. You are going to see the Big M. And you are going to see the abomination. Hello, Farmer Klein. How are you? So yes, you will be seeing grass work, and all this lovely grass that's all around the sides of the fields, none of that will be left standing, I can assure you. For those who've seen my Sosnovka Not Extreme series, I have got to the point where 2 or 3 times now I've pretty much eliminated every possible blade of grass on that map. And I've told Johnny V that he's got just on 6 million litres of grass available if you want to go to that extreme on his map. So, but anyway, it's all fun and games until someone loses an eye. But yeah, so we'll be doing a bit of mowing and all that once the grass gets up to the fully grown level. and then that will be used for whether it be baling or whatever else. But we'll certainly find use of it. Throat's got a bit of an itch to it today, so I don't know whether I'm coming back down with the flu again that I've only just sort of got over. So that'd be lovely. And just give me 2 secs. My middle child, my daughter's just come down, so I'll. Good morning. All right, that was very quick and easy. She's busy on her iPad. Okay. Who is that? Who's who? Farmer Klein? Who are you talking about? Alright, so obviously Saturday morning here. What are the plans for the weekend? I mean, we've got, well, actually tomorrow all day I've got football commitments, both for my son's football team and then following on from that, the volunteer work I do. I'm going to be there at the park for the whole day, from 7 through to about 6 o'clock at night, so that'll be a fun day. Unfortunately, it's also my son's birthday, so it sort of impedes on that a little bit, but we'll be celebrating that as we can. So what do you guys got planned? Virtual Farmer and Farmer Klein will probably be doing some live streaming and video work, as well as family time, all that sort of stuff. By the way, feel free, I am in the Discord channel, my Discord channel, in the public one, painting and more painting for Virtual Farmer. So if you wish to join, if you wish to join me and have a bit of a yat and a natter while we're doing all this, then certainly feel free. At the moment, we're pretty lucky. I think Eustace Pharmer's still in better sleep. He needs his 15 hours of sleep a day, so we probably won't see him at the moment. But yeah, no, feel free to come over and join, have a bit of a chat if you wish. If not, that's okay. We'll just continue on as we are. Bryce will be continuing to work on setting up recording and streaming. No worries, mate. Well, that's a good. If you've got any questions or anything, I mean, look, I'm not the first person to go to, because I'm still very much a nub, particularly the live streaming side of it. But just pop over and ask questions in my Discord or in any of the Discords that you're a part of, particularly for SGS and all that sort of stuff, and Farmer Klein. We'll all give you a hand where we can. So I mean, that's how I learnt. I was asking the likes of Jerry and Farmer Klein and all that sort of stuff on what they were doing, and Johnny V particularly. Johnny V in the end was one that really sort of helped me out, but that was only because of timing and proximity and stuff. But yeah, so now I've got to do the other field, don't I? What did we say we're going to do in that field? What was it? 13. Let me see. Some sugar beets? Just something different? No. We really should leave some room for some corn, shouldn't we?
Did I scare you?
Oh dear. Alright. Hello, Ice. Ladies and gentlemen, Icelandic Farmer has joined us in Discord. That wasn't one of the people I was actually inviting along, but anyway, he just jumps in anyway. How are you, Ice?
It says stream channel public.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, Ice and I have a wonderful relationship. We do pull the mickey out of each other. And while on the surface it may seem we don't like each other, I know he likes me, but I just don't like him. But I just put up with him. But that's just the way it is. We have a lot of fun together. So no, welcome, Ice. It's good to have you here. Now remember, you are banned from saying mate in my channel because I will not have you butchering the Australian colloquialisms.
I don't care about that, mate.
Farmer Ups in the house. How are you, Upsy?
I'm fine.
Oh, this
How
could
are
get...
you?
I'm good. This could get messy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Jonathan B. Hello, mate. How are you?
You don't know what you've gotten yourself into when you have an open channel like that.
Yeah, I know. I should have gone in the private channel, and that way I'm a little bit more safe.
Yeah.
You're
No, I'm
waiting
just-
for the rest of the gang now.
I'm just coming in and saying hello to you. I'm going to bed.
Oh, phew. That's all right then. Hello, Ice.
Yeah.
Good night, Ice.
Yeah, exactly. you can breathe easily now.
Yeah, no, sorry, Jonathan. It's not City Skylines.
Well, you guys have fun. We talk later.
Thanks, Ice. You too.
Yeah.
It's not City Skylines. As much as I tried to get YouTube to change it over and do as it's told, it simply refused.
I'm gonna bother you much. I just gonna watch your stream.
So, sorry, Ops, I didn't hear.
I said I'm not gonna bother you much. I'm only just gonna watch your stream.
Oh, okay, that's okay. You can bother me. That's all good. Yes, no. Yeah, YouTube wouldn't take the change. I think that was partly because of the fact of last night we scheduled the live stream for City Skylines, and in doing so, we weren't able to get home in time to actually do the stream, so I had to cancel that stream. But it didn't really cancel properly, I don't think. So I'm not sure what happened there, but nonetheless.
Gonna see it in this field.
Sorry, what was that?
What are you gonna see it in this field?
I don't know. I just better look at that before I start, because I wasn't going to do the same thing again.
That's why I asked.
I was thinking corn, but I mean I've got to wait another day or two for corn, so I want to just get it all seeded so I can move on a bit. But have a look again at the map. So excuse me, 2 seconds. I've just got to change the setting on Discord. Okay, that should be better. So now I'm actually not push to talk in the Discord channel, so that'll be live. I won't have to worry about pressing a button. Any suggestions on what you want to see? A virtual farmer? Thank you very much for popping in, mate. I do appreciate it, and I look forward to catching you next when you pop up live. And I'll go and check to make sure you're not on occasional for my alarm bell for sure. Like I said, ladies and gents, if you haven't already caught Virtual Farmer's live streams or videos, head on over, check him out, subscribe, like, all that sort of stuff. Icelandic Farmer says barley. But if I did barley, that means I'm doing what... Alright, I'll just do barley, because it's already set there anyway. No. Bryce. Has someone got that catfish somewhere? Someone hit Bryce with the catfish? Or the cod? We're not doing poplar. I refuse to do poplar. You got more chance of me doing potato and sugar beets with a single row harvester than what you've got of me doing poplar, I can assure you.
Is there a reason for that?
Oops, you're very, very quiet.
Is it a reason for not doing popular?
No, there's no particular reason other than the fact I just find it extraordinarily painful. I just don't enjoy it. I mean, why? I don't know. I mean, really, it's not that bad of a thing to do. I mean, it's no real difference for anything else. But, yeah, I just cannot. I've done poplar a couple of times. I think probably what hurt me is I did poplar on broad acres, so the 16 times Australia map, and it took me about 12 hours to harvest one field, one of the smaller fields, using 5 harvesters, and it just got me nothing. Like, it really did nothing for me. So yeah, I didn't bother. I haven't been back to it since, and I can't stand the thought of it. So that's probably the reasons why. Bryce says, it's okay, I feel the same about seasons, I can't do it. Mate, as someone quite rightly pointed out to me not so long ago, and I think it might have been Farmer Klein, when seasons was first being shown off by our good friends like Jerry, Grizzly Bear Sims and Farmer Klein, and that they were showing a bit of a preview, I said the same thing. I was never, ever, ever going to play with seasons. It was just all too hard. It just made it too complex. Couldn't see myself ever playing it. Now, since seasons came out, I don't think I've actually really played any map without seasons. I did try to. I tried playing a series on one of the Chris Kimball's maps, Lost Valley, I think it was. I tried doing that without seasons, and I couldn't stand it. So everything I've done since is with seasons. So as much as I said the same sort of thing, as we try and sort of make those corners a little bit easier to go around. But anyway, I've stuffed that up. Yeah, I said the same thing. I can't imagine playing without the seasons now. It just makes it that much more interesting. So the only thing I don't like about seasons is the fact that I often get caught out killing animals, and my wonderful friends, in inverted commas / quotation marks, love to remind me of the fact that I kill animals. So I have to be in fact, before I even go any further, let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, we're right. We are always very paranoid now about our animals, particularly when I'm doing recordings or obviously doing live streams, because they won't let me live it down. But anyway, and all it was 3 sheep and a cow. I mean, really, it wasn't that bad. Anyway, I'm not scarred by it at all. I'm not scarred.
Just say you did need some food.
Well, that's exactly it. They were just sacrificed for the good of the community. So we just had a big barbecue and had some lamb chops and some T-bones, and we're all good and happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they don't understand that though. Whoops, they just want to jump on my back and have a go at me for killing animals. It's like, well, they were sacrificed for the common good. It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
When you are a farmer, you have to slaughter some animals sometimes.
Well, that's it. That's right, and that's why we're waiting for Farming Simulator 19 and horses. I mean, we bring a bit of realism into it, and that's why I've been petitioning and begging for GTX to make me a glue factory. I mean, what else are you going to do with the horses when they die? I mean, they go to the glue factory. In fact, GTX isn't here, so I know he chokes on it every time I mention it to him. But I have got him on voice. I have got him on voice saying it wouldn't be too hard. The fabric script is there ready to go. So he's got no excuse now. So when Farming Simulator 19 is released, the first thing I'm going to do is give him a bell, send him an email and say, Andy, waiting on the glue factory. Where is it? But he's worried about Peter. But anyway. Now you need to play with...
Horse meat is a very, very good meat.
Yeah, look, I will admit I've had meat pies that have been done with horse meat, and yeah, I don't mind it. I can't say it's any lesser meat than beef or anything else like that. I mean, certainly not as well. Generally, the stuff I've had it got a little bit more gristle in it, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a poor man's meat, which is what a lot of people sort of say. But no, I think in the right situation, it's fine. And I mean, why not? So Farmer Klein says, now you need to play with maps with grazing mod that will auto feed grass for your cow. Look, I have no problem with playing with a map with grazing mod, Klein. However, if it requires me opening Giants editor and putting it in, there is no chance of that ever happening. Hence, that's why. Have I actually met? I don't know if I mentioned the last stream. My good friend DC actually went through and added the water trough to the pigs and the cows for this map for me too. So we now have the water trough for all the animals. Not that we're necessarily doing anything with those as yet, but he did go and install the water troughs for me, which was wonderful. DoughBoy has killed 100 plus pigs on his multiplayer map. Right, and have you been getting stuck into him like you got stuck into me for my 3 sheep and 1 cow? How long ago was that?
You must have been a big barbecue.
Oh, was it?
There had to be a big barbecue.
Well, yeah. 100 plus pigs. I mean, that's a massacre. Oh, it was this week, was it? Yeah, I haven't seen any videos this week. I've been too busy. But alright, I'll have to go back and have a look. Have a bit of a laugh. Get a bit of retribution. Share the pain. Alright, so after this, getting back to the farming, we've only got one. This is our second last day of spring, so we'll be heading into summer. A little bit off track there. The end of our summer is looking a little bit wet, which could be a little bit more problematic for any harvesting we need to do. But we should be okay. We should still be able to sort of get around that. Actually, I was just thinking, have we got any combine harvesters? I don't think I've bought a combine harvester yet. Alright, let's have a look. It's a little bit worried. I'm pretty sure I haven't bought one at all yet. Nope, no combine harvester. Right. See, I'm going to blame Eustace Pharmer for that, because the first episode he crashed the episode, and I remember now I was going to buy some of the last bits of equipment, and I was going to put it out to everyone what harvester we should buy. So obviously I'm going to blame him. He's a disruption. But I wouldn't say this in front of him, but I do absolutely love having him around. And if you guys could see some of the carry on that goes on in Discord between me and him, it's quite funny sometimes. Anyway, he's a character. He certainly is a character. And if you haven't checked out Eustace Pharmer, actually, Farmer Klein, could you type in semicolon EP for me in chat? If you haven't caught Eustace Pharmer's videos, then listen, do go watch them. I don't think there'd be many that would argue with me. He's, when it comes to doing scripted story type, sorry, I mean exclamation mark EP. Sorry, mate. Yeah, exclamation mark. He, insofar as doing story-driven videos, I don't think there's anyone that does it better. It's broken. Alright, let me have a look. Hang on. Right, that's it. Looks like Couchbot. Thanks, Klein. Looks like Nightbot's broken again. Yeah, thanks, mate. Welcome, Jonathan B. Jonathan B's just joined me on our Discord channel. So welcome, Jonathan, to the Discord channel. I'm glad to have you aboard. Just watch out, like I said, for Eustace Pharmer. He can bite. Elroy, no, I'm up early, mate. I'm up early. It's just past 7:40 on a Saturday morning here. And how are you, my friend? This is going to be my usual of a Saturday and Sunday morning for me, where soccer life permits. So, like for instance, tomorrow morning I'm away for soccer, so there won't be a live stream in the morning for me, as in my local time. However, there will be live streams now, obviously, tonight. So in about another, what's time now? 7:30. So about another 13-14 hours time, there'll be another live stream, and then there'll be another live stream tomorrow night my time, which will be Sunday morning generally for most of you guys in the States. So So tonight we are going to be doing, I'll let everyone know now, we are going to be doing a Civilization 6 live stream. We are going to be playing as the Australian John Curtin, and the Aussies are going to take over the world. And we're going to shake things up a bit. We're going to shake up the Commonwealth. We are going to go to war on site with England. Because the Poms have become a pain with every sport that they try and play. So we're going to get rid of them. We're going to be friends wherever we can with Korea, and we're also going to attack the United States on site as well. So that's our policies at the moment. So we're just going to see how that goes. It may turn out that we get annihilated, but hey, we'll see. All right. So now that should mean we've now got all of our fields seeded, which we do, which is good. Now, grass-wise, we're still not. So as you can see, I did a bit of grass work over here and a bit of grass work over the top here, near the top of fields 12 and 19. That's actually currently where the big M is. What I might do is I might just take the big M up to fields 1 and 2 and just mow the sides of 1 and 2 and create some silage bales. So to do that, we're going to head on over here to the big M. And we've got him there. We're going to get the little JCB here, this wonderful model from the Modern Classics pack from Matt XJS. Oh, all right. So I've got to turn him on. Alright, now come over. Now you're going to follow him? Oh, seriously? Right, now you're going to do it. Right. Farmer Clyde, when is that stream? I want to learn how to play this Civ 6 so I can destroy Aussies. Okay, that will be in, like I said, we're talking 14 hours time from now, thereabouts, 14 and a half hours. Yeah, feel free. It's it can be a lot of fun. I think doing it in a live stream situation could be even more fun, but we'll see how well I manage to butcher everything. All right. So what we're going to do is like I said, we're going to head up over to fields 1 and 2, and we'll do a little bit of mowing. Now our grass isn't at the maximum yield we can possibly get it, but we've got to pass a little bit of time, so that's okay. In fact, what we might do is once we get up there, we might actually accelerate our time a little bit further. We might put it on 15 times because we do need to sort of get through spring. Because I'm not going to sit here and just do nothing on a live stream for a while. So we may end up doing a bit of accelerated timing, being very mindful to make sure we look after our sheep. Now I need to go around here. Now the funny part is, now if you're watching, now the reason I've actually got this out and was doing this before off camera is if you watched the Valley of the Old Farm series, and I'm not sure if the video's actually gone public yet, but we did use this configuration that's behind the JCB on that map, and it kept on crashing the map out. So every time I would turn on the baler and try and do any baling, it would crash the map. Whoops, got cars coming. We're going to sit over here on the side because we're not going to fit through the tunnel with all them. And hopefully we'll get enough gap in the traffic. Yeah, so that configuration there, so the class roller baler and the Eustace bale wrapper. Oh, this could be problematic. Let's see if we're going to fit. I really need my steering wheel back. Scrape down the side of the tunnel. Well, I could have done that too, but I figured I'd go this way. Just for something a little bit different. because I think most of the time we'll actually use that mountain road. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so that configuration that I've got behind the JCB was continually crashing the game. So I came on here and I thought, oh, I'll test it on here, and it's been running fine. And I went and tested it on, what else did I test it on? I tested it on Beaver Creek, and it ran fine. On the Valley of the Old Farm though, it just wanted to crash everything. So not sure why, where, how, all that sort of stuff, but that's what it did. So anyway, we'll give it a go here and just see exactly how it goes. Now, poor old JCB struggling. He's not very high in the horsepower range. Now, if you haven't seen this baler, this baler's quite good. It actually has the hook for attaching the baler, or the wrapper. Sorry, if I could learn to speak. The back end. So basically, you can attach that at the back. Once you extend it all out, it will actually drop the bales out, and then we will collect them in the baler and in the wrapper, sorry, and it'll wrap them. So we unfold. Actually, it was already unfolded. That was very bad of me. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go back over the Big M. Get him started. Make sure the JCB is right now. Make sure it is actually capturing grass, because I happen to... Yep, he's okay. Alright. Now, as per my normal routine, we'll try and grab as much grass as we can from the surrounding areas, because we just love mowing our grass. So you can see, so he's just offloaded his first bale to go straight into the wrapper, and then he continues on. So he's continuing on baling as he's wrapping. So it's very good. That's my grass field. I don't want to go into there. Bad duck. Bad duck. Alright. Get back down here. That could have been bad. Now, I was also considering using the Farmer Klein will get a laugh at this. In fact, I probably will actually bring it into the map. The class Jaguar 1400, which is the class version of the Big M, with 5 mower heads. Now, I've thanks to Johnny V, which we publicly called out in the last stream for keeping secret. Johnny V had a version of it that had been fixed and didn't actually share that with us. So we have actually got a copy of it. And it actually does work quite well now. I mean, look, the model's nowhere near as crisp and good looking as what the Big M is. This is the 2017 Big M from LS Mod Company that our good friend Andy worked on. Well, there's been stuff up there. What's going on there? It's interesting. Alright. Yeah, so the model's nowhere near as crisp and good looking as what this is, but it's functional, and it's just something a little bit different, and it still mows grass. But most importantly, the scripting and all that and the controls have been fixed on it, so it certainly is a much better mod than what it was originally. And look, I'm not having a go at the mod author, the original mod author. I mean, who knows? They may not have been very good at scripting or whatever else, and they just sort of converted something over or whatever. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's now been fixed to the point where it's actually usable. So we will probably bring it in and use that. So it is on the Valley of the Old Farm series, certainly. So the next couple of episodes you'll see it pop up on that. But we'll definitely bring it into here as well. Timing's off a little bit. It's missing them. So what we might do, might just make sure that our unloading times have been set correctly. Auto delay is 1 second. 1 second. Maybe it's been going a bit quick.
Go down to 2 kilometers.
Sorry, oops.
Go down to 2 kilometers.
Yeah, yeah, well, that's what I sort of figure. I think I'm going just that little bit too quick. Normally I thought it was about 14 k's an hour was what I was doing, and it was okay, but obviously that's just that little bit too quick. And see, now it's probably that little bit too slow. Just finding that happy medium. Because obviously, because the JCB is on follow me, I can't restrict his speed. He's only going to go the speed the one I'm going in the big M, so that looks as though that may be a better speed. And also it depends on the amount of grass too. I mean, obviously, because if I'm not cutting as much grass with the mower at the time, so that basically the windrow hasn't got as much grass in it, then it's going to fill up a lot slower. But if it's got more grass in it, it's going to fill up quicker, and therefore the timing will be out a little bit. Yeah, so that's much better. So that speed is just about right for the moment for the grass we're cutting. So we're certainly not operating at full speed for the big M, but that's okay. We need to be mindful of the whole operation we're doing, not just the singular operation being mowing the grass. Now remembering, this is the big M that has got the widespread function enabled in it, but obviously we are just using the windrow function at the moment because there's no point doing the widespread. We'd have to have a windrower in here. Nah, missed that one too. Anyway, it's alright. We'll just let him keep on going. The ones we missed we'll come back and pick up a little bit later, and we'll wrap those. A bit of a skip there. No worries, Klein. Thanks for popping in, mate. It is appreciated. Take care. Enjoy your dinner. If it's anything decent, send me a version of it, preferably one that doesn't go mouldy. No, I'm only joking. I don't want food being sent via the mail. Yeah, take care. Thanks again, mate. It is appreciated, and we'll catch you all soon. Don't forget, everyone, to make sure you go check out Farmer Klein's YouTube channel. He does probably some of the best map introduction videos that are out there, and first looks. And go check out his live streams and everything else. The information and the links for Farmer Klein's channel is down below in the comments. And FK, feel free to chuck a quick link in there to your channel if you so desire, or if Chris could do it, or any other mods that may be in there. And if Farmer Klein's already gone, I'll just pop in and do one in a minute. Alright, so what we'll do, once we've actually done, we'll do this side of the field, then we'll do the other side of the field, and then we'll collect all the bales up and take them back down to our storage area. And then that will probably be it for today. I'm not going to do an overly long stream today. I have some things I need to get done. Yeah, so probably another half an hour or so will be about the extent of our live stream today. Yeah, so we'll go with that. All right. See when he's going to stuff up again. Johnny V's still asleep, mate. I sort of expect that. And how are you, Robert? It's great to have you here. Johnny's one of those special people that needs to have his beauty sleep. He needs not only his 8 to 10 hours of sleep at night, he then has 2 or 3 2-hour naps during the day. So yeah, that's okay. We know he'd be asleep. And besides, we don't want him in here. We certainly didn't want him in here earlier because we didn't want to be distracted when we're doing our field sowing. Otherwise, we'll end up with more sugar beets, and we certainly didn't want that to happen. As it is, we've got more than enough sugar beets to deal with as it turns out. Now, the other thing we will do actually while we are here is I will actually. In fact, let's do it now. Let's do it right now. Right. So, what we're going to do is we've got to buy harvesters. So, we have to have a beet harvester. So, while we've got the money there available to us, oh, I haven't got my other ones. Bugger. I thought I had my mod versions. Obviously not. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to use the ropers, the big ropers. I was going to use my mod versions of the roper, Tiger, 6 or Panther. Anyway, so thinking. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to buy the Tiger. Now, I've made it quite publicly known that I'm not a huge fan of this DLC. Not for any other reason other than the fact I just don't think they did a good enough job. And I think this, not the Mouse 5, sorry, the other one, they didn't do quite a good enough job on in the way what it does. But anyway, we won't get into that. Because then my blood pressure will rise and then I won't be very happy and then, yeah, it won't be good. Transporter for the header. Get that. Okay. Alright, so we've got that. So that's $1 million gone. Lickety split. Right. What we need to do though as well is buy combine harvesters. Now, I think we're only going to need the one combine harvester. Now, I have got the modded New Hollands, which are the Stevie modded New Hollands. The TC5s. So I've either got the TC5 to use, or we can use the CR990, or the CR1090. Chris is back. He had a call to take. No worries, Chris. Not a problem. So what are we going to use harvester-wise? Any suggestions? I'm not going to use a smaller one, so don't bother going back and saying, let's use a bloody Sampo or a 1660. We're going to use one of the bigger ones. Now that one there's well and true. That's the 30,000 litres. That's probably bigger than what we need to do. I think this has got the different. Yeah, that's got the different colour schemes. It's got the 40-year edition. That's what we're going to use. I've made the decision. We're gonna go. Well, we're gonna go Trelleborgs. We're gonna go the yellow bull design actually, and we'll go the 40 years edition. Yes, Farmer Klein. Farmer's gone off to dinner for the night, and but he'll be back. Most likely in our Civilization 6 stream, which will be in a few hours' time, 14 hours' time or whatever. Darren Cassell. Hello, Darren. Another one of our wonderful map makers in our Farming Simulator 17 community. How are you, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping by. So we're gonna buy the CR990. So we'll buy that. That's another $400,000 gone. So that $3.5 million we had has very quickly dissipated. We're going to go and buy a header. Now, I do like the self-contained header that has the wheels and all that sort of stuff, which is the Superflex Draper, which is 45 foot. Now, that's the model one, so it's a little bit quicker, which goes with that. 41 foot. Just looking to see what else is here. Okay. So it's going to get the Superflex Draper, which I think is that one. And get that. we don't want pink. We want, in fact, we're going to get a black. Okay, so we're going to get that done. Now, we don't need a header trailer. We do, however, need a header for corn. It's a 4.5 metre. They're both 9 metre. That one there's a 6 metre. That's a 12 metre. Do we go the Capello? Or do we stick with the yellow New Hollands? What do you reckon, Oops?
Make it pink for Johnny.
Make it pink? No, I'm not going to make it pink for Johnny. No. No.
Go with the New Holland.
Go with the New Hollands? So I'll just go with the 9 metres.
Not 12.
No, there wasn't a 12 metre New Holland. That was the problem. The 12 metre was the Capello.
Then go
Oh, hang on.
Capello.
Yeah, no, the New Hollands are all 9 metre. It's only the Capello that's 12 metres.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, Robert. For some reason, it's not taken. I'll see if I can change it again. Hang on. Right, see if that changes it up. I've changed it about 7 times today, but anyway. Yeah, all right. So what we'll do is we'll go the 9 metre modded New Holland. So I'll select that. And again, we'll go black because I think it'll look good. And we'll buy that. Now my delivery space is blocked. Don't you just love that? Right, hang on. We've got to go over to the shop and sort this mess out. My middle daughter is standing over my shoulder now. She's very interested in what Daddy's doing at the microphone with the computer, and it's a bit. Do you want to say hello? No. You say hello, everyone. They can all hear you, and then they may say hello to you in chat.
Hello, everyone.
Right. Now you watch in there, and they may say hello.
Hello.
Oh, Farmer Up said hello. I've heard Farmer Up, but you can't hear him because I'm on headphones. But you watch in chat, they might say, there you go, Elroy said hello. There you go.
One person said, no, 2 persons said it.
2 people said hello?
Yep.
Well, you're very famous, aren't you?
Yep.
Right,
I'm
so
famous.
that's enough now. Off you go. All right. Now her brother's going to get upset when he wakes up because she said hello and he didn't. Anyway. So we'll move all this stuff out of the way. See, I do like that. I love the look of this New Holland with the more of the black. I think it's a very good looking model. So we'll come around, turn him around there. So we've diversified a little bit from our cutting of grass. So we'll buy that. Okay, so we'll quickly just grab that. I think that's going to look quite sexy. What do you reckon, Oops? Is that going to look alright?
Yeah.
Well, I think it is.
Yeah.
I may be biased. Although, I do like... The other one I do like is there's one that Stevie did and he put Caterpillar logos on it. But it's a New Holland. It's this harvester with Caterpillar logos on it. I do like the look of that, especially when it's in a nice orange for the DoughBoy gaming channel. But anyway. Alright, so we've got our harvesters now. So we've got our sugar beet harvester for our endless supply of sugar beets. And we've got our combine harvester there ready to go for all our other fields. Right, so now we've done that, we'll head back on over and continue.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, mate?
Why did you buy a header trailer for the beet harvester?
For the beet harvester? Just basically because of the extension that comes out in front of it, it just makes it a bit harder to get through some of the tighter corners. And some of the corners are going to have to get through to going into and out of the farm here are going to be a little bit tighter. So it's just to make it a little bit easier in manoeuvring around and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Probably normally, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily buy a header trailer. But in the maps where I think I'm going to have sort of some possible issues in getting through and around, it's just easier. Plus the fact that it's a wider header. It's wider than the actual harvester, if I'm driving down the road, it makes it easier to get past the traffic because I'm not extending into their lane or off the side of the road and get caught on signposts or whatever else. So that's the primary reason. That's the reason I'm using it. I'm sticking with it. How's that?
Yeah, that's okay. I don't use that meter to have only 9 meters ahead.
Yeah, I don't normally use that one. I use Chrisu 70. He, well before that DLC pack came out, he did a Tiger 6 XL and he did a Panther 2 beet harvesters, and they are great models. They really are, and they're my go-tos. I prefer those over the Roper DLC, and they're the ones I always tend to use. But I didn't enable them for the server. I was remiss in doing so, or for this game save, and so I'm stuck with those ones for now. I mean, I could have used the Terra DOS, the Holmers, but yeah. Anyway, I just like the yellow and the black configuration. So now we've got the Ropers and the New Holland. They're all matching in their colour scheme, so we'll be okay.
Yeah. That's not bad looking, but
Yeah.
I have that DLC, but I never tested it.
Yeah, I bought the DLC. I actually bought the DLC for Eustace as well, I think. I'm pretty sure it was a Rope one I bought for him. And we were both doing mod reviews, and we'll sort of laugh about the fact that we're sort of doing it at the same time, and I started reviewing it, and I was like, I can't find anything positive about it, because I did do I don't know if you saw it, but I did a mini documentary on Roper as well, and I was talking particularly about the mouse, the Navarro Mouse 5. And the functions that it does and all that sort of stuff. And then the more I looked at the Roper DLC, the more I really couldn't justify the expense. I couldn't go out there and put a review out and say, look, go out and get this, because I didn't like it. I didn't think there was value for it. I thought what they did with the Navarro, particularly was done poorly. They didn't really put it out for the functions it should be used for and sort of identify that. And I mean, maybe I was being a bit too pedantic, but I think because I spent so much time sort of having a look at all, and I've spent a lot of time looking at the Roper stuff even before this, because I was just purely interested with the mechanics of how they all work. It just disappointed me, and I couldn't do what I thought would be a fair review. So I didn't even bother reviewing it. I did a lot of work on it, and then just in the end I went, you know what, I'm not going to do it. I can't put it out there and either be totally negative on it, which I could do, but I don't tend to want to do. Or alternatively, instead of doing that, as he's missed that one too, or alternatively, put a review out that it's negative in its factor, or alternatively put it out that buy it but at your own risk sort of thing. And I just couldn't do it. It's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I'm just not. I don't know what it is. I'm just not happy with that pack. So, anyway, that's enough on that. Yeah, and look, I mean that's what the premise I used it for too. In the fact that, look, it's not much money. I can afford to buy it. I'll buy it. Support the funding of the next generation of farming sim. But yeah, it just, I don't know. It just wasn't what I wanted. Alright. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to... What are you back here for? Are you trying to get more people to say hello to you? Look, everyone said hello to you. Look. No. Elroy, Robert, Darren, Chris, Farmer Oops. They all said hello. Alright? Farmer Klein's back in the house, only 60 to 500. That's right, we are on the road to 500. We are slowly creeping up there. So if you're in the channel and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you've got friends and you have control over their YouTube channel, please subscribe. If you have wives, no, I'm only joking. But no, yeah, we're on the road to 500. We're getting close. We're slowly building up. And I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there. It's not a race. We're certainly not worried about. I'm not worried. I say we. I'm not worried about when we get there. We'll get there eventually. But it's all just a matter of, as I've just knocked that bale out of my own way. We'll just continue to do what we do and enjoy doing it. So we'll go around at the moment. We'll just pick up all these bales and tidy these ones up that haven't been wrapped. And then we might go down and get the truck, and we'll come back up and collect all the bales. So as we're ready to go. I've missed that. At 500 we get what? It's sort of cut off. We get a duck revival. Okay. Now, do you want to explain to me what a duck revival is, so at least I know what I'm giving? I mean, the next thing you know, you'll be putting out there about the fact I'm paying $5 for every person that comes and watches the stream. I mean, Daughter Bravo's not in the house, thankfully, so that's definitely not the case. Mate, this is a fantastic little tractor, this JCB. I agree 100%. I mean, I've had all the other JCBs, like the Fast Track 5000, 7000, 8000, all that sort of stuff. I had the ones that Stevie modded, all that sort of stuff. And they're good tractors. They're good, strong, powerful tractors, but I just didn't like them. This one, I don't know what it is about this one. I love this tractor. I reckon it's great. So yeah. Chris was told $10 for watching. No, mate. See, you lost your payment straight away for becoming a mod. So any pending payment has been lost now because you're an employee, an unpaid employee. We get a sermon on the Church of Grass. Hey, I can give you a sermon on the church. Yeah, not a problem. You can get a duck revival. Yep, not a problem. At 500. All right. Actually, what I'll do is at 500 subs. Actually, no, I've got to be careful because I might drop to 100 subs. At 500 subs, I'll do a Lord of the Grass special live stream where all we'll do is grass work. So it's either going to gain me viewers, keep viewers happy, or I'll drop viewers. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
How much grass did you get out of Sosnovska Not Extreme?
As I said that a bit earlier, on Sosnovka Not Extreme, when I went through and I was doing all the grass around the fields, I got just under 6 million litres. So I did that in one day. So I spent one Saturday, all I did was just grass work around Sosnovka Not, went and mowed every possible little bit of grass that was available to me. And yeah, it was just under, it was 5,900,000 and something litres. So I think I probably got the world record for the most grass ever off Sosnovka Not in one session without double cutting.
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, what? Who? Come on, who's done better than me then?
I done every grass on the whole map.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Around all the trees.
Yeah. I use my cheating header with my forage harvester, and I've got every possible blade of grass. So every bit of grass you would normally see coming up yellow, it's all purple. Every bit of it, except for the actual fields themselves.
Me too.
And it doesn't include cutting the grass fields. I don't count them in my calculation. That wasn't part of it. So it's just purely the outlying grass that's not part of any fields. 6 million litres.
Everything.
Yeah, I didn't do the forest in the middle of the map, admittedly, because I didn't warrant there was enough grass up there. So I probably could get 6.2, 6.3 million litres if I really wanted to. But
6.5.
Yeah, 6.5. Okay, all right. Well, we'll see. You know, because you know what I'm going to do now, don't you?
I've done it.
I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to calculate it. I'm going to make sure I get more than you. The challenge is there.
Grasshopper.
No, I'm not going to use a grasshopper. No, I use my forage harvester. Actually, I've got a new header for forage harvester. Actually, sorry guys, we're digressing a bit here. I've got a new header, a new cheaty header. I don't know if you've seen the class experimental pack, and there's a forage harvester header in that, and yeah, it's quite good. So I'm using that one, but it's got the same cheating aspects as what the 1860 header does. So yeah. But anyway, all right. So we've cleaned all those up. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do the cheaty rundown here. And we're going to grab our truck. Now, this truck is slightly different. You will notice it's got the big DoughBoy logo on the back of it, and the logo on the front, on the sides, have been made a little bit bigger. It used to be the same size as the other Mac, but my wonderful friend / nemesis Eustace Pharmer did a bit of a modification to it, basically so as it is ready for the SGS multiplayer server. And the reason he did that is I told him he had to have a version for me, a version for himself, and a version for Jerry, because of the... Sorry?
You got one thing on the truck.
What?
Beacon.
No, I didn't want the beacons on this truck. Didn't want the beacons. So I got this without the option of the beacons. Now, is it this road here that will take me up? The mountain road? Yes. Alright, so we're going to go up the back road. Actually, no, we don't want to go that way because we want to go where the bales are, so we'll go this way. This is a wonderful truck. It's got, this is the, what is it, the RM667, I think it was. And it's got about 7 different engines in it. And some of them sound much better than others, particularly in the starting up, so it's great. What do you want, Shadow? If you can just picture this, I've got my 8-year-old daughter. She's hovering over my my shoulder, watching everything we're doing, and just sort of keeping a keen eye on the chat and the video, sort of seeing what's going on.
She wants to play.
She does. I think she does want to play. Is that what you want to do? You want to play? No, you don't want to play. No. Now you just confused her. Oops, she's now looking at the chat, trying to find where you've said that she wants to play. So, yeah, confusing her. Anyway, can you convey mode 3 of your... Oh, you want me to do another mod, another abomination? I have got another abomination up my sleeve. Although it's not a mowing... It's not really a mowing abomination. Well, I've got 4. I mean, really, I'm gonna class the class Jaguar as an abomination. She's the gaffer. Hey, T20. Yeah, she is the gaffer. She is the boss. Are you the boss?
Sort of.
Speak up so they can hear you.
Sort of.
You sort of. You're the boss. Are you
Yeah.
my boss? Are you gonna
Yeah.
be my manager while I'm doing this? Yeah. Joy. I'm not gonna get anything done. All right. Can you get me a drink then?
Okay.
No, I've got one. It's all right. I was only joking.
I was going to get you a Pepsi.
You're going to give me a Pepsi, were you? Not at 7 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning. Right. You got the giggles now, have you? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I think the class Jaguar is probably going to be classed as my other abomination. But yeah. So anyway. All right. So for those that aren't aware, this trailer I'm using, which is in the auto load because I don't stack bales, is part of the custom road train pack. It is of the updated version 2.2, which has been released recently by GTX Modding, and it also incorporates the ability to take the 2.5 metre cotton bales, which is available from the JD 7760 cotton baler, which we've used exclusively on Beaver Creek so far. So yeah, fantastic mod. This is, as I said, you mean 20 past 8? Yeah, okay, Robert, it's 20 past 8. Same. Okay, technicalities. Jeez, I don't know. This mod pack, the custom road train pack, was the first ever video that we did for the DoughBoy Gaming channel. Our first mod review. It's been our most successful mod review too, by the way, including the updates to the 2.2 version which came out. It's a great pack. If you haven't already used it, please go and download it. It is excellent. It really is, and it's great fun. If you haven't already done so, running around a 8, 10, 12 trailer road train. So yeah. Elroy says, I played with my girls at that age and now they have me doing Minecraft videos with them in their 20s and 30s. No, you won't get me doing Minecraft. That's a fact. My son, however, I was going to start a series with him in relation to Farming Sim. So he's got Farming Sim 17 on PC. I set that up for him because he was already interested in what Dad was doing and all that sort of stuff. So we had to talk about it. And one day I bought it for him. He'd been particularly good that week, so as a surprise, and it was on sale. It was that point where it was on sale, so I just bought it for him. Anyway, we since have had troubles getting him on it because the computer that I installed it on just hasn't got the grunt to run games in general. So he hasn't really been able to play it. But the plan is that in a couple of months I will be replacing this current PC with a new PC, and this PC that I'm using now will basically become the spare / what he can use. So he'll be able to use Farming Simulator 17 on that. So at that point we will be doing a special I have a special series planned where basically I'll be teaching him to play Farming Sim, and we'll not so much live stream, but we'll certainly do recorded videos and sort of go through that experience. Yeah, I think it will be fun, and it could be quite funny actually because he's a bit of a comedian himself, like his dad thinks he is sometimes. You. The gallery's giggling. Yeah, I think it will be fun, Elroy. I actually look forward to it. I think it'll be good fun. And I mean, he's my biggest fan in YouTube. He's always taking note and watching the videos that I've put out. He always has comments, moreover of what I should be doing and what I shouldn't be doing. Yeah, well, effectively, yeah, the Duck and Duckling show. Yeah, something along those lines for sure, Chris. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that, and I think it will be good fun. But I don't think his mother's quite so happy with it. But anyway, we'll be right. So we'll get back into the work. We'll extend that out. We'll turn on the baler again. Head back over to the big M, and we'll continue on. Where we're at now, we're at 1.5 hours. Well, I may just finish this off. I know it may be getting a bit long, and people may want to leave. All that sort of stuff. That's okay. But I think what I might do is I might just finish this off before we close off the stream. So we'll get all this field, the side of this field done, and then bale it all up, and then that'll be it for the episode. I did say though I was going to fast forward a bit, didn't I? Increase time, and I didn't do that. But yeah, so I think that'll be an interesting project. I've just got to get him to learn how to play the basics of it first. I mean, but then again, he'll probably start teaching me very quickly how to do things. Because that's what kids are like nowadays. They know things better and quicker than what we do. Let's take a quick drink, sorry.
And don't forget to check the animals.
I won't forget to check on the animals. I mean, I'm good for the moment. So I know I can do one nighttime transition, and they'll be good because they're almost at full. But we will be very paranoid. Thanks, oops, and we will check that. Can't have any.
Kan remind you so when I am here.
No, it's good. I need someone to remind me. Are we allowed to kill any of our animals? We're not?
No,
Why not?
because
Why? What?
nature.
Their nature? Why can't I kill my sheep?
Because
Why?
they're in our country or something.
They're in our country. Yeah, they're just on the game. Why can't I kill them?
Because you can't.
Why? Can't I let them die?
You're not allowed to get those died.
Why?
Because they're your pets.
They're not my pets.
Yes, they are.
They're not. They're just my sheep.
So you don't kill your sheep.
Huh.
Because you have to keep them.
Why?
Because you do.
Logic from a 7-year-old. Wonderful.
I'm not 7 years old.
Oh, sorry, you're 8.
My sister.
Oh.
My sister's 7.
Oh dear. See what I have to put up with, guys? Yeah, they're my pets. Yeah, I got 600 and something pets. Yeah. Yes.
We don't have war.
Hey.
We don't have war.
8 going on 18. Yeah, she thinks she runs the house. Mind you, for an 8-year-old, she is very good when she wants to be. She can be very good with doing the washing and all that sort of stuff with mum. So, yeah. Now I need to name them. All right, there you go. So what I've got, okay, here, my dear little daughter, I've got a job for you. I've got 673 sheep, right?
Yeah.
So what you have to do, if they're my pets, you have to go and give them all names. So write out a list of 673 names for all my sheep.
673.
Yep.
Can I use your paper?
You can use my paper.
Where is your paper?
Where is my paper? In the paper storage. So you can go and write 673 names for sheep for my
Okay.
pets. All right? That'll keep you busy for an hour or two. And off she goes. Well, that was quite good. You better listen, Duck. She's already got the tone. Oh, you would not believe the tone we get out of her. Yeah, she definitely thinks she runs the house. Don't mess with the gaffer. Be kind to her, or she will choose which old folks home you're going to years to come. Yes, this is true. Although we've already got the commitment out of her that when we get old and we can't look after ourselves, that she will look after us. But then when we got told that she have to take us to the bathroom and all that changed very, very quickly. No way, you can go sit in a hospital. So yeah, didn't last very long. She's very empathetic. Not 673. So she just raced past with a whole pile of paper, and she's going to go start writing their names. So the next stream, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to list the name of all of our pet sheep. So stay tuned for that one. That'll be a fantastic episode.
Tomorrow.
Well, it'll probably be about a 3-hour stream by the time I finish with it. But anyway, alright. Well, there will be more by then, because if we transition, we'll have some more born by then. I mean, if I have a look, next animal in 34 minutes. So reproduction rate 1 hour and 13 minutes. Is that right? Is it 1 hour? I've never got that right. Klein, where's Klein? He knows. Is that 1 hour and 13 minutes, or is it one day and 13 hours reproduction rate?
1 hour and 13 minutes.
Yeah, so it's
1.13 hour.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to get a new sheep every hour. So if I play this for another 8 hours, by the time she's got that list done, she'll have to add a few more onto it. So
Then she has to do it all again.
she's also doing some girl names apparently. Anyway, all right. At least that'll keep her busy for a while. Help with accounting though, I suppose. See, we're an education province as well. We educate kids and help them learn. All right. So what were we doing? Just going to continue on with this. Just a couple of bales again. Now I haven't changed. I've just had to drop the speed, but I mean, as you can see, I've missed a few more this time through. No, I don't want to. You're not going to sit there and say all the names. Geez, you're going to drive. I'm not going to have anyone watching the video at all if you sit there just saying all the names. Yes, Chris. Yeah. Maybe we should. How to keep your kids educated, occupied while you're playing Farming Simulator 17.
She have to name one of them boys.
Have to do what?
Name one of them. Ice.
Name one of them ice. Yeah, that'll be the derelict black and white one that's sitting at the back that's not got no friends. Did I say that out loud? Anyway.
You're streaming at the right time.
I'm streaming at the right time for you.
Yeah.
That's great.
Because we are ending our stream and you're starting your stream.
Oh, that's okay then. That's good.
Yeah.
The less competition I've got, the more chance I've got of having a few extra viewers.
Yeah, and then we can tell you our viewers, come over to Doug.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, it's like with Virtual Farmer, like I was saying earlier. I never get to see him live streaming because he's usually doing it when I'm in Betty by time. But it makes it like having to get myself up early to do these streams of a weekend. Means I can catch a little bit of his live streams because he sort of live streams and finishes before I would get up and normally start. But because I get up early to get this all ready to go, it works out quite well. All right, he's really struggling picking up these bales at the moment. All right, what we'll do is we'll fix that. We'll just do it manually. So I'll just charge down and finish this off at full speed with the Big M. And then what we'll do is once I finish mowing the grass, we'll actually do a transition. We'll transition to the next game day. And probably find that our grass has grown another level and we've wasted our time. We could have got more grass by waiting. But anyway, that's always going to be the case. And then we'll finish off with the baling and pick up those extra bales and then we'll be done. So... So for you guys, did YouTube actually change its game and all that once I did that last update? I didn't actually check. So is it saying Sussex Farming Simulator 17 now, or is it still saying City Skylines?
Sussex Farm.
It is saying Sussex Farm? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it sort of is either delayed or not taking the change or whatever else. I had a problem the other day. I was trying to schedule streams and it was quite funny. My time zone set for YouTube has been set to so still try and do a refresh, Elroy. It might just be the fact you haven't refreshed. Yeah, so my time zone is set in YouTube as to default to Australian Eastern Standard Time or daylight saving time as the case may be. Yet when I go in to try and schedule a live stream event and I set it for Sydney time or Australian time, I get an error saying you cannot schedule events in the past. And I'm like, it's not in the past, it's in my future. And it just has an absolute conniption and it just will not let me do it. Now I managed to get it working yesterday, so I got it working for the City Skylines projector stream for last night that I didn't end up doing. But it's just got me. It's just bizarre why it doesn't seem to want to work. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to transition. So we're going to transition to dawn. So it'll be 5:17 a.m. All our money's gone out, so we've lost $15 wage payment, $625 for loan interest, just under $7,000 for vehicle running costs, $326 for property maintenance, and $10,000 for animal upkeep, and we've got $30,000 property income. Now, this is the other thing I've always wondered: why do we pay animal upkeep, or what are we paying animal upkeep for when we've got to feed them and look after them anyway? What's our animal upkeep charge? Why are we getting charged that? Anyone know? In relation to the game mechanic.
Oh, you need for the doctor and everything for the animals.
Well, that's possibly
Some is usually get sick sometimes.
that's quite possibly what it's for. I was just interested to see whether there was actually anyone actually knew of a reason why we were charged it. Like, actually, has Giants actually stated what the charge is for? And if it's for that, well, that's fine. I have no problems with that. I just have always been curious, never really bothered to find out what it was for. So, but anyway, Farmer Klein says taxes. Okay. Is that a guess, Klein, or is that fact? Like, is that what it is? You're paying tax on your animals. And Chris has wondered the same thing. See, it's not just me. I'm not the only doofus around here. I'm not saying that you're a doofus, Chris, by the way. Don't get me wrong. Foot and mouth problem. What are you laughing for? I mean, I'm doing the same thing. Farmer Clan. It's Farmer Klein. Or whatever. Oh, whatever.
Chris Webb has, I wonder the same thing.
Yep.
And then Chris Webb said, I know I am.
Oh. You're gonna be my compere, are you? You're gonna do my announcing work?
Not really.
Not really? Good. Well, shut up then. All right.
Well, maybe. It depends.
Oh dear, it's a bad idea having kids around when you're doing this, I tell you.
It's very annoying.
Yes, you are very annoying. You're right. You got that right.
No. No. Dad's mum's very annoying.
Dads and mums are very annoying. No, I don't know, Klein. That's why I was sort of wondering. I didn't know. I've never been able to find out what it actually was based on. If it's like for veterinary care, all that sort of stuff, like general running costs of having the animals, that's fine. But considering you're producing the feed and the water and everything, and you got to pay for those if you haven't got them, then I was just wondering as to what it was. GTX is in the house. Welcome, Andy.
Hello, Andy.
I'm surprised he's not joined us in Discord. Just woken up, have we, buddy? Yeah. Well, I'm not going to encourage my daughter to say anything more in relation to that because she won't stop otherwise, and otherwise, every time she'll find and hear that I'm live streaming, she'll race down here and think she can be an active part of it. We don't want that. You want to be famous? Well, you're working with the wrong father for that. I'm telling you. You're not going to be famous from DoughBoy Gaming, I can assure you. Well, then again, you could get me more subscribers.
Are you sure about that?
No, I'm not. Well, sure about what? About not being famous? She's probably got more chance of being famous than I have, but she won't necessarily do it through this channel. Oh dear. Alright. So that's pretty much... We'll pick up this last little bit here. The audience does want it. We want to hear it. Right. No worries. I will arrange for that client, but you have to sit here and make sure you are here for that whole stream and you listen to every single one of them. Okay? If that's what you want, then that's what you shall get. I shall make sure of that. But you need to be here for every single name. Because I won't be. I'll just sit her in front of the microphone. And I'll let her go have it. And I'll be off at the pub or something. Doug's all his makeup class. Yeah, if you what you've missed, Andy, is my daughter said that I can't kill. This is my middle daughter, my 8-year-old, said that I can't kill the sheep because they're all my pets. And I said, oh, so I've got 673 pets, have I? She goes, yes. And then so we suggested that she go off and name every single one of those sheep. So that's what she's off doing now. She's got pen and paper behind me, writing a list of 673 sheep names. So on the next live stream, she's going to be sitting here in front of the microphone. She's going to rattle off every single name of the sheep. And Farmer Klein is so enthused by it, he's going to make sure he's here to listen to every single one of them.
All the other ones you can name, I've named.
I don't want to know them now. You've
I
named...
named 7 and you name all the other ones. That's all I'm doing, 7.
What?
And you can name all the other ones.
No, you said you were going to name them all.
No.
See, this is what I've got to put up with. See, she does already rule. No, she's not going to do it. She's told.
I'm 8, and I'm nearly turning 18.
Yeah, well, if you're nearly turning 18, go pack your bag and get out of the house.
No.
Oh, Jesus. All right, off you go. That's enough now. Oh, dear. Oh.
Get rid of her.
No, I know.
Sorry, but I feel for you.
Oh, don't worry, I feel for me too. Oh, dear. I mean, look, it is funny sometimes, but sometimes just like, oh, really? Do you have to? Just shut up. Just go away. No. Anyway. We do not normally kill sheep, though, only lamb, softer meat. Well, that is true. I mean, there's nothing better than a good old lamb chop. Let's face it. But I haven't told her that aspect of it yet, though, Andy. So probably have tears. So we'll just.
I just heard what you said.
Did you? Well, maybe you should turn your ears off.
No, I don't want to.
All right. It just doesn't stop. Alright, so I think this is the last one we've got to wrap. So we'll wrap this one up and then we'll collect the rest of them. And then that'll be pretty much 2 hours, and I think that'll be where we let it lay for there. Just go double check. I probably could load up some bales of grass for our sheep after all. Which is okay. So we might do that. We might just do a quick delivery of some bales for them. Well, if I had a storage for them that would not convert them to grass, Andy, I probably would do that. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Oh yeah, I've got exactly the same problem, Chris. I got exactly the same. She bosses around well, he's 10, turning 11 tomorrow. So yeah, no, I've got exactly the same situation as you. So I think we both feel each other's pain. No, leg of sheep does not sound anywhere near as nice. No, you're right, Klein. I agree with you 100% there. All right, I don't know what I did that for. All right, we'll run over here and grab the truck. This is going to be a nice big grass field when it's ready to mow. We'll have some fun there. Alright, now I'll listen to the startup of this when it starts up. Love this engine.
What? Let's listen to it.
Love it. Now, like I said at the start of the stream, this truck has, I think it's 7 engines with different sounds for starting up, although there's 3 of them that are pretty much exactly the same. But yeah, no, it's very, very good. I do like it.
Nice sound.
It is a nice sound, yeah. That was the EM6 diesel. It's got a Caterpillar and it's got a Detroit and a few other options. And yeah, it does sound quite good. And just the sound of the engine as you're driving as well, like you decelerate, take your foot off the gas, and it's sort of down revs and all that sort of stuff. It's got some very nice sounds to it. I do like this truck in that regard. Right, so we've almost got a full load here. Another 2, then it'll be full. Now the ones that are left behind, we'll just leave them laying here in the grass field for now. Don't need to rush to pick them up. And what we'll do is we'll take the mountain road down, so we're over this side, No, this isn't the B61, mate. This is the 667. I can't remember where I got it from, to be honest. I'll show it at the shop. So that's the B61 there. That's the rounded nose one. So the 1977 Mac R. So like I said, it's got... there we go. So it's got the Turbo Mac diesel engine, E6 Mac diesel, Mac 676, EM6 Mac engine, E6 Mac, a Detroit, and a Cat. So it's forbidden mods. That was it. Yes, thanks, Klein. But yeah, it's very good. I did slightly mod the back end of it. I found the back end was yeah, it was Andy that put me onto this one. I did tweak the back end of it a bit. It was a bit slippery on the back. Oh, well. Now this is a bit of a steep incline, but we're going to give it a go. Yeah, so the back end was a little bit slippery, a bit light-footed. Tend to want to slip all the time. So I did mod that a little bit, but other than that, it's pretty much it. Right, now I'm going to hope we got some brakes. Did you unload centre? Huh? Not sure what you mean there, Klein. Chris, I'm more than happy to give you a copy of mine, but it's got the Ducks Oily logo plus all over it. So if that's what you want, I'm more than happy to share it. I haven't. No, I don't have. No, I don't have the standard one anymore because I didn't make any backups of it.
It has been fun. I need to go.
No worries, Oops. Thanks very much for joining, mate. Thanks for keeping me company in chat, in Discord. It's always an absolute pleasure. Love to have you here.
And see you next time.
For sure, mate. For sure. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, you too. Bye, everybody.
See you, bud. Looking a little bit worse for wear. A little bit foggy, overcast. Alright, now I will take these over to the other area where I've got the rest of them, which is over at the grass centre where we've got all our other mowing equipment. Now I come out here earlier when I was actually doing a little bit of off-camera work, and I got absolutely T-boned by traffic because I didn't look, and it sent the truck over the hedge into the other grass field. So it was wonderful. Traffic is not to be messed with. Oh, that green one. Really? I wasn't aware of that. But see, that's the one that, with that class baler, they recommended to use the McHale bale wrapper, but I found when I was doing that I could never get it to actually work as well as what the Eustace did. It just always seemed to want to miss them or not pick them up, so I gave up on it as a bit of a bad joke. But if that's the case, if it instantly turns into silage, I might have to have a look at that, because I mean, I don't have a storage solution where I can put bales that are fermenting. Because if I just go and put it into the LS Mod Company storage bale shed, it just turns it back into straight grass. So I haven't got any other working solution for that at the moment, Andy. Alright, so we'll unload this lot here. There we go. Take the truck back to the farm now, because we don't want him just being done here. So look, someone left all this mess out. So inconsiderate. No. It is terrible, isn't it, Andy? It's just not done. Not the done thing. Anyway. Oh, okay. That makes some sense. So those ones though, have you tested to see if they actually work in the bale storage sheds? So they actually just go straight in as fermented bale and quite happily in there as that? Or have you not done that? By the way, in case you haven't already noticed, I still haven't got the steering wheel working. I did an update to, well, actually I did a reset of Windows 10 a couple of weeks ago, and even though I'm still using the same old generic driver from the G27, for some reason now I cannot get the thing detected, and I cannot get the thing running with the driver. So I'm still battling with that. Although I did get it last night to be detected, so it actually did detect the wheel, because I've since done another reset of Windows to try and resolve the issue. So it detected the steering wheel this time, so I'm one step closer again. But didn't actually get everything else done. So all right. So we're going to head back up, grab the Big M, and bring that back down. And we should bring the JCB back with us as well. Oh, okay. No worries. No, I'd just like to know that because I like to put all my bales in the bale storage shed. Oh. Excuse me. So I'd be interested to know if it does it that way as well. But if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. I'm sure there'll be another solution that comes out at some point that enables me to store unfermented storage bales, silage bales. At some point, maybe Farming Simulator 19. Sure there will be, 19. Thanks, Andy. That's great to know. Alright, let's fold that up before I forget. Put him on follow. And we'll just take these guys down. Now, I'm going to go the shortcut way because I think the JCB will struggle to go up that little hill. Oh no, let's give it a go. Let's see if we can get him up there. If he doesn't, we'll come back and take him down the other way. No, he's got up there all right. Bit bumpy. So we've got all this grass around here we can mow as well yet. So grass is not going to be a problem. So the next lot of grass we mow will probably be this area up through here, and we'll just probably do that as square bales or hay to stockpile for our sheep, because obviously with the amount of sheep we've got, we're going to be using lots of bales. I think it's about 50,000 litres of grass every 3 days, thereabouts. And yes, I should go and check out Farmer Klein's spreadsheet. But I'm a bit of a doofus in that regard and can never work it out. So I will endeavour to load it back up again and have another look and see if I can work out exactly how much it is I need every 3 days for where we currently stand with our animals. with our 673 sheep, with 7 of them named and the rest of them being named bar 1, bar 2. Now with this Big M, this is the only other thing that I didn't like about this Big M, and I know Andy's in the house, is the fact that I don't have the option to switch between all-wheel steering and front-wheel steering. And apart from losing the extended hitch, this is a wonderful model. Now it has been recently updated, just a couple of tweaks on it. This one hasn't, because this is the old original version, because this is my personalised version of it. But the steering option would have been nice, Andy. But all in all, it's still okay. I still will run it. All right, so back in the farm. Now I haven't been storing the Big M down in here. I was normally storing that at Plumpton, but we'll store it here for now. So we've got plenty of room. Oh mate, it's not an option to convert silage bales back into grass when you put it in the shed either, but that's what happens in real life, does it? Anyway, can I open that? I can open that. Alright, there you go. Right, off you go. Alright. Well, I think we're getting at the end of my sanity. That's right, it might have nicer mower blades on it, but it hasn't got my stickers all over it, and you know how much trouble I had last time getting that done, and I'm not going to go through and do it again. So I'm going to continue using my one, not the updated one. Okay? Is that okay? No good telling me all this nice stuff. And besides, like I said, the updated one doesn't have an extended hitch, and it doesn't have the adjustable steering to front wheel steering. So there. Right. Now. Oh, we're going to do some bales, won't we? Let's go and have a look. But it'll be updated again next week. Someone found a bug when using the latest update and the latest beta gearbox add-on. Well, see, there you go. There you go. So what you should do with the next update then, Andy, is you should add in the steering option. That would be a fantastic addition. I'm sure everyone would really love it even more in that case. Not your fault, but guess what? You know what? I'm sure it's your fault. I'm going to blame you. Whoops. My super strength's at it again. Where'd that one come from? Well, that's interesting. There wasn't any room for it, but it was doing it inside the shed or something, obviously. Right, so we'll move them out of the way. I mean, come on, Andy, it wouldn't take that long to put in the front wheel steering, would it? I mean, really? It's those dozen new sheep. No, what it was those it's those 7 named sheep have been rebellious and their wool's gone somewhere else. Right, so what we'll do now is we'll go and find our telehandler. Is that what I want? Yep. And we'll offload some of that wool to the wool shed. You'll notice, no, I didn't bring the telehandler down here to do the wool because it's much quicker just doing it by hand. So yeah, I did shortcut that for obvious reasons. Now, See, if you don't, Andy, have a look at this. See, this telehandler's got all-wheel steering. But if I go Control Y, I've just got front-wheel steering. You see? I think it's a wonderful addition. Andy's not going to talk to me anymore after this, I'm sure. Alright, what have I got? Unload. No, not unload. There we go, I want to load. Right. So we've got a full load of sheep bales. See, front wheel steering. It works really well. Much easier to control when you're going down the road when you're just using front wheel steering. Is GTX still here? Is he left already? I'm sorry, Andy. But you haven't come into voice chat to defend yourself, so I'm taking all the liberalities, the liberal. I'm taking every chance I possibly can get. Oh dear. The English language is not my forte today, or any other day for that matter. Alright, so there we go. We'll put those in there. Right. If I update the PC again with this, I will need to do the console one, and well, I'm not doing any more updates for 17 unless it's a bug. Oh, come on. Oh, mate. Your lack of empathy is disturbing. Fine. Don't update it for everyone else. Okay, here's a deal for you. Don't update it for everyone else. Just update it for me. Make it a private mod for me. Okay? I won't tell anyone you did it. No one will know. I'll say I did it. I went to GE and I changed the big M for myself. How's that? Does that work for you? Oh, I've just dropped another viewer. Was that Andy leaving? It is just XML. Really? For the steering? Well, okay. If it's only XML, tell me how I've got to do it and I'll do it. Right, well there you go. So there's your out. Just tell me how to do it. And then watch me turn it into a brick. Oh dear. Alright. Load this without loading the other one that's just filling up. So I don't want to get too close. Right, load up these two. That's what I say. I thought you must have already gone offline and left. But now you've told me it's just XML. I'll actually go and have a look. I'll go and have a look, and if I can work it out, I'll give it a go. So the next live stream will be how well I've gone with the updating of the Big M. So how's that? All right. Well, ladies and gents, before it goes on any longer, I don't want to get stale, and I'm running out of breath. I'll send you the XML block to add. That'll be fantastic. Thank you, buddy. I will leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us. We've got a fair bit done, I suppose, today, which is quite good. So we've mowed all our grass over through here, baled all that up to silage bales. We have seeded fields 9, 10, 26 and 13. So now we're at the point where we are ready to go. For those that aren't aware, we went and bought a couple of extra pieces of equipment because we realised that we hadn't bought ourselves our harvesters. So we've bought our New Holland combine harvester, and we've bought our Roper Tiger 6XL sugar beet harvester because of all the sugar beet fields we've done, thanks to Johnny V. And so we'll all be good to go. The next stream will continue. Now, we may do a stream. There won't be one tomorrow morning, which would have been this Sussex stream continuing on. So the next Sussex stream will probably be next weekend, so this time next week. We will be streaming Civilization 6 tonight my time locally, so that's in exactly... What are we at? What time is it now? 9 o'clock. So that'll be about 10 or 11 o'clock, so that's either 13 or 14 hours from now. I will put an event thing up. Until then, anyway, come and join us at the Civilization 6 stream, and we'll have some fun with that tonight as we go and obliterate the Poms and the Yanks with us tough Aussies. And until then, this is DoughBoy Gaming. I do appreciate your time and coming in and chatting with me and staying with us. It has been great fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Please press the like button if you wish to, or the dislike button to flush the toilet. That's okay. And if you're not already a subscriber, then please consider subscribing as well. And until next time, this is DoughBoy signing off, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks very much for chatting and staying by. See you later. Bye.